Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and today we are working on the pre-runner. We have got to get this motor running because we need some seat time if we have any hope of competing in the Baja 1000 2025. I don't know if you remember or not, but we had a lifter camshaft problem, and we wiped a cam in this engine. And this is the first cam I have ever wiped. I have built 100 flat tappet cam engines, and this one wasn't the fault of the oil or the cam or technically the break-in procedure. It was my fault because I had some new old stock lifters and they were full of sand or something. There was something in them, really gritty. I didn't look at them. I just put them in good faith. They didn't work. Doesn't matter, super boring. What we're doing is we're putting a new cam in this motor, we're breaking it in properly, putting it in here and getting this running. Once we get this running, the goal is to add some more bars to this cage, put some racing seats, some PRP racing seats, some other racing goodies, and we're gonna send Caitlin and Colin, Colby, we're gonna put them in the desert car and see if they're fast. You may notice that the shop is pretty devoid of people. So school has started again. That means that you're gonna be seeing a little bit less of Rhett. But Colin and Jake are actually on a mission for the Spud truck right now. They are on their way to Colorado to drop the engine off at LT's to get it rebuilt. All right, so while they are doing that, we are doing this. So I was talking to one of the world's largest engine bearing manufacturer, and they said that if they have a bearing failure from a hobbyist, it's from dirt. If they have it from a race team, it's a lubrication problem. I've always been really meticulous on putting engines together as clean as possible. I'm gonna be interested to see if these bearings are hurt from the metal that went in there. If not, we'll just reuse them. Look who showed up. Rhett, you had school or something this morning?
Today's my online day, so I didn't have too many assignments, so I'm in a little bit earlier than usual.
And then look who else showed up.
Yep, actually I never really left from yesterday.
Yeah, he slept on my couch. Let me show you why Rudy slept on my couch last night. Yesterday, we were all the way up in Logan, Utah, picking up these.
I know what you're thinking. That's amazing, right?
So here's the deal. This is a pretty rare Corsa turbo convertible. That's a fairly rare option car. This one is a 65 Corsa, a little more basic, but this used to be a race car, and it's got a lot of race car stuff in it. And Rudy wants to race it. The duct tape drags.
Yeah, bring it down to Tucson at the end of, I think, September.
Oh man. You don't even want to know the treasures that are in here. If you want to know the treasures that are in here, we did film this video for the app. It didn't really fit on Matt's Off-Road Recovery, but it does fit on the Matt's Off-Road Recovery app. So
this is
check it out.
Though. This
There's some good
block.
parts right there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that thing's loaded with American Pie stuff. Ray Sedman for you Corvair guys. All right, well, let's get these unloaded. Jamie, where do you want these? Your house?
Oh, please. Please, no.
All right, we've decided what we're gonna do. Rudy's taking these cars up to his shop, but we gotta get the stuff out. So Rudy, I need you to pull this vehicle in there as close as you can to the Connex boxes, and let's party.
Where do I put this?
All right, last piece, back to the shop.
So for the past couple weeks, I've been working on a secret project for my dad, and this is it. Colin and I decided that we wanted to build some derby cars for Manti, and then we decided, why don't we build one for our dad so that we can run with it. The reason why I wanted to do this is I've been watching my dad since I was tiny, and it's finally my chance to get to run with him out in the arena. Editors, show them some of the build. All right, we're en route to Robbie's shop right now to pick up the car. Hefe's at the wheel.
Rhett suckered me into this.
I did none of the sorts. All right, so we got the car off. I thought Rudy was gonna be here, so I was like, I'm not gonna give him a call. And then I gave him a call. He's not here. I don't know where he's at, but I got the car dropped off. He knew it was coming. And I'll be here tomorrow morning to work on it. This is gonna be a sad car to have to tear up. All right, let's roll this thing up to the shop and see what he says. Oh, also I have to tell you this, guys. I stuck this here in the corner of the yard. I didn't think he was gonna see it, but I didn't know they were working on the pre-runner day, so he already saw it and asked what it was for. So let's go tell him that it's his now. When you're hiding something from your dad, make sure not to hide it in his yard.
Oh, sounds like a Miata, Red.
Need a hot rod. I think he heard us pull up. Oh, where's my?
In the back.
No wonder he didn't come out.
All right, what are we looking at? Derby cars.
That's yours.
What do you mean this is mine?
That's what you get to run in the arena.
Oh. You've been building a secret car?
That's why I stole the chop saw.
Oh.
That's why we were all quiet about that.
Well,
People were supposed to cover me a little better, but we're fine. It's not quite finished. I just don't have time to go up to Rudy's and work on it anymore.
okay, well, thank you.
So Rudy's got a chance to run with you. Now it's mine and Colin's.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
This is my
I have
kid.
to hug. You got stuck with the manual.
Where's the battery box?
I haven't put it in yet.
Do you know we have one?
I got a Barnes one.
Okay.
I actually just probably saw that a couple days ago.
Yeah, I found that. That was one of my old
So
battery
you're
boxes.
just gonna have to help finish it and make sure everything.
Yeah, we just have to
correct on
finish everything.
Yeah, Red, did you make it safe enough so our boss makes
Right
it?
now it's safe. It just needs a few more gussets. But as of right now, it's pretty safe.
When's Manti?
We got this
A week
week
and a
next
half.
week.
You got a
Okay.
week and a half.
Looks like I'm going to be working on a derby car. Am I even going to fit in this?
It's a little bit small.
You're racing in a Rhett size class.
Oh, you also might want to put a few fuses in your pocket. It blew a fuse right here, so it wouldn't run. But we replaced it with a little bit bigger one, but you never know.
So are you excited about this or?
Yeah, I'm
He's
excited.
more stressed out now.
Well, I just know I've got to go over every square inch of this because that's how I derby. I don't ignore details when I'm derbying.
Hey, I tried to match it to my car, and I've only ignored a few things.
Thanks, Rhett. Appreciate it.
I love putting stuff on other people's plate.
3, 2, 1, Colorado!
Let's go!
Yeah!
We're here! We've made it!
Yeah! We actually missed a sign. But that doesn't matter!
We're in it! It feels different over here. Does it feel different?
Hold on. I can't tell.
I can't tell either. But it is different because we are in Colorado. Anyways, so we have passed the Colorado border. We're in Colorado. We have 4 hours left to go. We're feeling good. We're looking for some lunch. We haven't passed the town in a long time, but whatever we see is what we're gonna eat. Motor staying strapped down in the back, getting excited about that. Cannot wait to see LT. LT's awesome. Let me tell you about LT. LT used to be on Truck Tech. Back in high school, in my math class, I would put Truck Tech on and watch it, and one of my favorite builds they did was a 1965 Chevrolet C10. I rewatched that video over and over and over again, and it inspired me to get my own C10, and that's when me and Rudy built together. Still working on it. It'll be around soon.
And by the way, Colin has been trucking. This man is a trucker. He's been going how many hours now? 4 hours straight?
4 or 5.
He won't even get up that driver's seat. I'm like, hey, let me in, tag me in, buddy. And he's like, get out of here.
I've decided it comes from my dad. I want to make it there.
And we're going strong. But if Colin needs to pull over, I got you, man. I got you.
Jake's my guy. I'll tag Jake in like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. Heck yeah, brother.
All that has happened here on Saturday night's main event, the Mega Powers, the man.
All right, so these lifters are all chewed up. Why are they chewed up? That cam lobe is gone right there. So these are all junk and they need to be thrown away. The bearings are actually in really, really okay, pretty good condition. I'm gonna run them.
On the bright side, that's good.
Throw those in the scrap metal pile. Is that all of them? Did we pull all of them out? Okay. We've got to get those out of there. So these were good lifters that we ruined. Just throw them away. It ain't worth trying to figure out. It's just not. This exhaust lobe is really heavily worn. Well, the only thing that's good on this is this thrust washer. All right, we're putting some sealed power lifters in. I believe them to be high quality and ready to work. If you look at them, there's a swirl pattern that's machined in there. And this just puts this break-in assembly grease, like it's a cam specific grease.
That is beautiful. Looks like a little flower.
And that's just how you make sure that you have the proper lubrication on first startup.
We've made it to Colorado Springs. It has been one heck of a long drive, and guess what? We are getting dinner right now as we speak. We're at Black Bear Diner. We called ahead and we got a table waiting for us.
Ooh, buddy.
Dude, I'm gonna mess me up a country fried steak. Ooh-wee.
Not so shabby.
All right, we're gonna eat some dinner and get to the hotel, so I'll see you in a minute. Good morning. So last night we made it to our hotel. We were just too tired and ready for bed to film, so sorry about that, but we did make it to our hotel. Had a lovely night. We're gonna get this motor dropped off and let LT clean this thing up and work his magic.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Will it work?
so that's how the Bear got in last time. The motor for this latch is broken, so you have to open up the back.
Oh.
And then reach up. Oh, there it is.
Turn left. Then the destination is on your left.
Turn left.
There it is. That's it right there.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just met up with LT, and he says he's gonna take on the project, so that's a good thing.
I don't know what I'm signing up for, but there's an engine here.
Yeah.
So LT asked if there's any special instructions or anything he needs to do. I think it needs to go fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I talked to Matt, he said supercharger.
Yes.
Yeah, which is surprising actually.
Well, you're gonna have power, right?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be our first boosted vehicle at the
Yeah,
yard.
first boosted. So I think it just needs to be gone through, cleaned up, sealed, and then just gapped for whatever.
Is he got like a horsepower goal in mind, or like I know he wants torque, and I know he wants.
We're only gonna be running like 5 pounds of boost, so
How
just
come?
low sand.
Why not 10 or 20?
Because
Yeah.
that's a good question. Call my dad.
Reliability. Probably.
Reliability.
We're gonna make it nice. Absolutely.
All right, let's get this thing in there and let LT do his magic. That is so exciting. I can't wait.
So any idea on the mileage or the condition or what it came out of, or are we just in for a surprise?
So this is the least crusty of all the engines. All the other ones, I mean, these are all junkyard engines.
Right.
They're kind of a mystery. We don't know what they came out of or how many miles they have.
I think they were all Suburbans and pickups.
Okay. So you just kind of picked up the cleanest one and said good luck?
Yep.
Yeah. I bet they're around probably 170, 180.
Okay.
That's just me guessing.
Yeah.
But
Well, the great thing about these LS motors is, you know, they're everywhere. There's tons of options. So, you think we could do like a 408 stroke or something like that? Or
listen, I'm gonna let you call my dad. I would 100% say yes, do whatever you want.
that sounds like a yes to me.
But it is all up to my dad.
All right.
But anyways, that's what you have to work with.
Okay, cool.
Good luck.
We'll get started. Chris, that sounded like a yes, right?
We got this motor dropped off at LT. He's gonna take good care of it, and we're gonna get back on the spud truck. So we're gonna get out of here. So thank you.
All right, drive safe, guys. Appreciate it. Good to see you, Jake.
Yes,
All right,
I had to grease. I didn't want to grease him up.
That's all right. Hey, guys.
All right, LT. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And just like that, it's all together, ready to install. And it's a new day. And Jake's back.
I'm back. It's been half a week. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
And Colin's almost back. He's picking up blue steel from somewhere, but he'll be here in a minute. So the goal is to get this in the pre-runner and at least take it out. We gotta make it to the dunes this time.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
Beautiful.
Colin's back.
Hi guys.
Hey. Go get me a thin cut Caitlin.
Are you guys messing with old, dirty, rusty Corvair parts?
Crusty.
Some of them are shiny.
I may or may not have sold one of your handlers.
This is awesome.
I get a bite.
Why? There's 500.
Because you stole a bite of mine, I want to steal a bite of yours. And exactly, there's 500 of them in there, so you can go grab another one.
I want you to take a bite of each one.
If you guys take one, I get a bite.
Okay, we've got the drivetrain together, and we are ready to bolt it to the cradle of solitude, and then we're just gonna.
My current job is to keep the dogs distracted from Matt and Jake.
All right, those are ready to go, baby.
All right, finally the engine's installed. This is harder than a regular Corvair, and it was supposed to be easier. I better check this. 10W30, it's the right stuff. This is what we use, Valvoline VR1 10W30. This is what we break them in with, America's #1 racing oil. The reason we use it is because it's got all the zinc and phosphorus for our flat tappet cam needs. That is goaltending. All right, this is my last chance. All right, it is time to prime.
That's why we didn't put the
Oh, Peanut. I don't know what you're doing, girl. She is not helping. It's the opposite of help.
Come here.
Peanut, come on.
Come here.
It's okay. Here, come here. Oh, come here. You've been rejected all day. I know it. Here, let's just cuddle for a minute. I'm just gonna cuddle with Peanut and stop working on the pre-runner.
All right, we're gonna be stripping Sweet Caroline, our Baja vehicle, down to its bare minimum. We're getting ready for Baja.
So much that is going on everywhere around us, and so Jake and I are going to go and do a few side tasks, and let's get some stuff done.
So this is a pretty historic event. We are stripping Sweet Caroline down to a bare minimum. It's getting ready for all the accoutrements, suspension, frame stuff, engine stuff. It's just getting blank slate.
This is where our Baja journey truly begins.
Right here.
Let's do this.
Okay, first step. We're gonna start from the back, work our way to the front. Everything in the back that isn't part of the door, the body, the roof, the trunk, frunk, it's gotta go. Trim. Hey, look, a bullet hole. So when I picked this up, we got this out of Kingman, Arizona from an interesting fella. He had a lot of toys out there. And when I saw this thing, I was like, what was Matt thinking? This thing's a bucket. But actually, it's not a bucket. It's a 1960. It's pretty rare, and I see why he loves them. Let's get stripped. Nice.
Here's a boring fact that you might find interesting. This is a 140 engine and it has big exhaust ports. This is a 110 engine and it's got small exhaust ports. That means these headers don't directly fit. I've always had a problem with them sealing. They blow out the donuts because it just doesn't clamp tight enough. Today we're gonna fix that and we're gonna use rusty old parts to do it. For those of you just joining us, wondering why we're working on this, Matt's Off-Road Recovery, it's because Matt's Off-Road Recovery is going to be racing Baja 2025, and this is our pre-runner. And we've got to get it running because we've got to find out who's the fastest and who's the bestest. We're going to have these little, these will help kick everything tight, like yay. Yeah. Does that look tight?
Looks good.
Looks like it's ready to go.
Those need to be retorqued after we warm it up. But I think for the first time we have the possibility of leak-free headers. All right, we're gonna get fueled up, then we're gonna head to the dunes and see if this thing's even gonna work.
Pretty good. It needs some bump stops.
It needs bump stops and I need more spring in the back.
Yeah, you need more spring. It rides smooth though. It's going good.
I gotta pull a little timing out of it.
So the gears are a little bit high in it, but in a straight line, it's pretty good. That sounds like dead battery.
Drive the MORR up here, get the tool Burrito out. Let's find out why this isn't running key off. So this is riding really, really good, handling really nice. I think we're a little soft on the spring here. The front end feels good.
Front end's awesome.
The only problem with the back end is when we reach the end of it, and now we're laying it down.
I think I caught it in video. It just scoops. The rear end just hits. Oh, really? Yeah. Round two.
All right, that is the track. So here's the deal. We got a couple things going on. One, we've filled the starter with sand. How do I know that? When I tap on it and it goes, sand just pours out like if you took the lid off a salt shaker and just poured it. So we're gonna have to seal the starter for sure.
Want to let some air out of the rear tires?
Yeah, and the front tires. So you can't hesitate with this because the way the gearing is, it's like there's no chance.
You're on the pipe or off the pipe.
Yeah, the good thing is it's like an automatic. You don't need to push on the clutch, and you don't need the clutch or the brake, only the throttle. So I learned a long time ago that you don't just turn people loose in rigs at the sand dunes that have never been, because they get in trouble like that. And we get to watch it all the time too with the razors that get rented. So what I've done is I've made a track here. It's a very simple track, but we're gonna give everybody a turn to do it. So the process is you ride in the passenger seat, then you switch to the driver's seat and a new person in the passenger seat. So you learn the loop.
3 laps?
If you see the hammer, that means come back in.
Get back here.
Yeah, get back here.
Drop the hammer.
We got a solenoid full of sand, and that's not working very good. Go ahead and start that up, Colin. Don't pump it. See all the sand pull out of there?
That thing hit. We let the air out. It's so much better.
Hey, get over there.
That was a roller coaster.
It's awesome. I love this. This is me when I was like 8 years old.
All right, let's rip.
So this needs to be a pre-runner that the crew can test with. We found out a lot of things on here that are gonna work, a few things that aren't gonna work. We gotta figure it out, and while we're working on that, we're gonna get back on the spud truck. All right, so a situation has arose that we knew was coming, and that is that this Chevrolet front end is not gonna match up to the Ford front frame. So the Chevy frame came up and then dipped down really low, and the Ford is more straight and flat. So we're gonna have to do something about that. And I think the first thing that we're gonna do is trim this sheet metal because we don't need it. And then we're gonna lop off these frame rails. Okay, I think if we grab this with some big channel locks, it'll pop right out.
So you just pull that.
Okay.
That's still a pretty good gap.
Yeah, but that was an improvement. Was an improvement. Okay, Jake, come help me.
Oh, Peanut got a bath.
Lift this off.
Look how clean you are, girl. Oh, she's so fresh.
That was easy. All right, so we're gonna do some exploratory surgery here. I'm gonna cut these off because we know we're not using those. And then we're gonna cut this down and see if it's enough to set that back on there. We could do some trigonometry and figure it out, but the truth of the matter is there's no way we're gonna figure this out. We're just gonna have to cut and fit, cut and fit. One down. Ta-da! Colin's gonna cut this with the plasma cutter because we decided that's the best way to do it.
It's gonna look janky either way.
This needs to come back a little bit, actually. actually.
Back?
Yeah, is it hitting right there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the front end holding you up.
Yeah.
That's got to come back.
Is this right here?
That's got to be cut off farther back.
Probably an inch, because we got to have room to plate it. What do you think? Back an inch, down an inch?
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty much gone. I love working with metal, because if you do a bad enough job, it looks cool.
You got to go down. Let's lift that up. That's the perfect gap.
Here's what I want to do. I want to put a piece of 2x3 right here. Probably. How do you want to do this bumper? Do you want?
Can I talk about how I want to do the
Yeah,
bumper?
I'm asking you.
Okay. I want to do like what the MORR is. So I want the thing to almost be like gone. Like you have to like reach underneath the bumper to pull the winch out. So I want to put a bumper across it and then have a little square where you switch it and whatnot. You can see just the top of where it says Badlands, and then underneath it is where you pull out the winch.
Not going to happen, but that's fine. We don't have any room under here. The motor mount, the cab mount's right here. So if we tuck it under there, it'd have to be really low, and that's too low. But if you want to build, if you want to obscure it in a bumper, that's how they do it in Australia. They're like embarrassed of their winches. They like mount the winch and then they mount the bumper.
I don't want it to be-
Australia, why are you embarrassed of your winches? In America, we just hang them right out there on front. We just put them right there.
You just put it on display like it's half off, you know?
Yeah.
So there's no winch going on top of this bad boy?
No, there is.
Okay.
We're doing a winch.
Okay.
There's just no winch hiding in here.
No. Not Australia style.
Not
Okay,
Australia
fine.
style.
If we're gonna do it that way, and the bumper has to be seen. Are you planning on trimming this off?
I don't know. Right now, all I care about is getting the body mounted and not causing us any future problems with anything else we're doing. So,
Put a rubber puck right here.
you know,
I wouldn't even bolt it down.
just have it sitting there.
Just have it sitting there. It'll
When
give
you're
you
on the
guys a-
freeway doing
it'll give you-
98 miles an hour, the whole front.
That's what I'm saying. Is it'll give you a speed
Start
limit. Is
rising up.
when you see the front end start picking up, you know, oh, I'm going too fast.
That's your speed governor
Yeah,
right there.
right
like,
there.
"Oh,
That's it.
Analog governor.
And it makes it so you won't jump, because if you jump, it'll go.
Boom! Don't jump
Break
it, Colin. The hood's gonna flap off.
Whole front end will fly off.
Here.
I think that's the way we're going to do it. I mean, it's not finished, but that's the way we're going to start doing, and then eventually we'll finish it. We'll finish it. That takes care of the core support, and that's the only place where this really attaches. Well, it only attaches, the whole cab front clip unit attaches to the frame in 5 places. So there's 4 cab mounts and then this one core support mount. We're going to tie this core support frame cross member mount system to the bumper. And Colin, he wants to do it Australian style.
No. I'm gonna do it American and Australian.
We're going to do it Colin style.
My style.
Because he's a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of his Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. You know that song?
Never heard it. What? I know the Wild Blue Yonder.
You do know that one. Wow, this looks really good, Colin. All right, it is almost the end of the day, at the end of the week, but I wanted to answer a couple of questions and address some comments really quick before we go. All right, the first question that we got is from Gordon Ramsay, and he writes in and says, when you say fish plate, don't you mean flitch plate, and I had to Google it. And a flitch plate is something that they use in woodworking, and I couldn't find any reference for a flitch plate on metal. So until I learn different, I'm still gonna call them fish plates, and I don't even think it's spelled F-I-S-H. I think it's spelled some other way, but whatever. This question isn't about the Spud truck, it's actually about Colby's new truck, Dorothy. You know the truck. So y'all are wondering if it's the V10 model, because in the Twister movie, the truck was a V10, and the answer is?
Yes, it's the V10 model.
I think that's enough for this week. Thanks for watching.
Hey, so you wanted like 800 horsepower in this motor, right?
Like 600.
Oh, like 600.
What?
You want 600?